am Russell96, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Castle Progress. Last episode was a recap episode, and like I said in that episode, we are going to work on more or less finishing this courtyard this episode. So let's jump down there, or use an ender pearl because I don't feel like dying right off the bat. But overall, I'm just going to give a brief overview of what I plan to do. I'm going to have a path coming out of both of these doorways, one over there and that one right there. Not really sure how much I will actually put, as far as other stuff along the paths or not, or or just other stuff in general, because I haven't really thought about that yet. But the paths will go to these two doorways, and then it will go over here, and I'm planning on removing this corral. Yeah, that sounds right. Then having the path continue this way. Then I'll eventually get around to making an arch in the wall that will go into the next courtyard that is not even outlined. Well, I think it might be partially outlined, but nothing more than that, because yeah. But I think the first thing to do would be to make the corral over here, because I want some more open area to put all of the knot. All the horses are already tamed, but put the horses that aren't in the stables just somewhere to store them. Because I don't really feel like butchering all of the excess horses, because, yeah. And I'm not completely sure what I want to do for the corral yet. I feel like it should probably be connected to the stables in some manner. Because, I mean, it wouldn't really make sense if it was connected to there. Then I did this, and then it went out. And then it went out, and then, yeah, I think it would just be easier to connect it from there and curve it back to about there. Essentially what I had it as, only more better. Yep. Let's just stick with that. Okay. I want it to go to that one, because I don't really think I really need any other room to build out this way. I want to kind of make it look like it should be connected to the castle in some way or form, or some way, shape, or form. So let's try something like that, maybe, potentially. And it doesn't connect. Well, doesn't look as good as I would want it to. And then a horse would be able to walk right over that. Let's try. Oh wait, we wouldn't be able to really do that because of how that works. No, just looks odd having that like that. I guess let's try something like this. I think this might be the way to go. Only that would have to be like that still. But we would be able to do that because it is a... Wait, they would... actually, if we do this... okay, I think we're on to something. Okay, I would say that works. I kind of actually like how this bottom part goes. I might see if I like that when it's not necessarily designed. Not if it's not raised, I'm trying to say. If I were to do this. It doesn't look bad. It just looks a little bit iffy, right there. And that's a lot of flat surfaces. I'll just mess around with that later. No reason to really do it right now. Okay. Now we connect this to that. give or take. Go out, let's just kind of wing it and hope it ends up working fairly well. Because I don't feel like doing any fancy math or any, like, actually... It's not gonna connect. Let's just keep trying the sets of... Actually, well, no, that wouldn't really make it over there either. If I were to do five, like just sets of 5 overlapping one block. Actually, that's 4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would like end up right there. The other option, instead of just having it like way too consistent like that, would just kind of be curve it. Like actually curve it as to where it's not all the same. And I think that would probably be the best way to go about doing it. Okay. I have an idea. I want this part to be fairly long and then it just kind of curves out to there. Because like it's too elongated to make it like a consistent curve. So let's do the sets of 5 for here. Then when I get close enough to there, then I'll curve it more. Because I think that would be probably the best way to go about doing it. Okay, and then now it's like that. So let's do 3, 3, 3. That's 3 and that's 3. That might work. I really don't know. Let's underpearl up to here. Oh god. Okay, let's underpearl up to there because less death. It could be a little bit different, but I think it should do for now because the path will just go through like there. Okay, now on to this part. For the path, I'm thinking I'm going to attempt to do something similar to what I did for the path in here, where it's a lot of stone, but then it has cobblestone and gravel mixed in. I might actually even do more stone than what's in this, because I want it to look like it's not like as well kept as like an interior, like this type of path, road. That's the wrong doorway. Because I mean it is like the stables courtyard, so I guess it might make a little bit more sense for it to be less, not necessarily well kept, but more rugged. So I'm thinking about 5 wide should probably do for like width. I'm not really sticking to any particular... It sounds really loud for me. I'm not really sure how it sounds for you guys. Let's just keep going. And I'm gonna have to do some type of... like filling in the bottom part to actually put all the gravel and stuff there. Okay, let's just fill this in because it's not all that much, and it wouldn't really make sense to just leave it empty. Okay, now, how do I want this part to work? I think just doing something like that should work. And the next thing would be, I think I want to keep the border on like the path. Well, if I keep a border on the path, then wouldn't it make sense to have it more rugged? Okay, I'll tell you guys what. I am going to go into like GIMP or Paint or some type of like drawing program that is decent for making pixelated stuff. And I'm going to make an oval given the dimensions of being centered about here and the edge being about there. So I'm going to make an oval and find what would be the ideal, I guess, curved path to go from there to here, because I think that would be the best course of action. Only I'm going to have to change it a little bit because it kind of goes up. Okay, scratch that. I'm going to make the oval centered on this part to there. And then I'll just kind of do some winging it for this part. And then I'll mirror it for over there, only it's going to split off at about there, give or take. So yeah, I will mark out that path and then we'll work on the details for it after that. Okay, I have a curve somewhat made. I didn't end up using the like GIMP to make a oval. I just kinda made it, and I think it should be good enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's make that go out a little bit, then let's kinda just do something. Okay, what's the center between the door frames? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm just gonna say 8, give or take. Maybe 9 if you consider it if the door is closed. Let's do that so it's an actual center. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and about here, I would assume. Yep. Okay. So there's that curve. Let's actually fill this in quickly. We're gonna have to do more later, so I guess it really doesn't matter. Yeah, place the blocks. There's a torch lighting up that 1-bit gap. Whatever. Okay, and I feel like that this flat-ish part, or this part should be flat for at least 6 blocks to, like, completely cover up all that. Okay, I think this should work perfectly fine, and it should be exactly the same, or similar to exactly the same on that side as is on this side. So let's just work with it as is for now. Since it will get kind of cramped up, like towards there, I think we're only going to do or I guess a total of 5 wide path, including the border. So let's just make it for now, and yeah, we'll work with it more after that, I guess. Okay, I'll just get all of the space part done off camera, then we'll add in other blocks to make it more, like, worn looking. Okay, I have the majority of the path made, including the border. Actually, now that I look at it, I wonder if it would look better if kind of what I did up here, instead of actually connecting it. Yeah, I think that might look better if I do that. Okay, because I feel like the border's a little bit too, like, bold right now. So let's quickly undo that, and then we will add in other blocks into the path, and then I will mirror the path, or at least as close as I feel like spending the time to get to a perfect mirror on the other side, and then we will continue from there. And it's a little bit cluttered here, but I think it should end up looking just fine. I hope. Okay, let's start over here. Okay, it's taking away the outside bits. Can do. Maybe. I don't know. Okay, and if I end up not liking the, like, border part of the path at all, I might just take it out completely. It'd be much more time efficient if I just did this. Yep. Yep. Okay, now for this part, I'm thinking that it might be easiest if I were to just, like, pick out various blocks and just, well, I feel like that one would probably be stone. But, like, just add very small amounts of stone into what's already here, and just fill up all that's left with a combination of the rest of the stuff, and maybe just, like, break that. Just to make it, like, a little bit random. Like, there's really no method to my madness right now. Then we could probably even, like, break some of the more enclosed stone bits, like break up all that stone and then that. Maybe even that and that. Okay. Now we just go all willy-nilly and I feel like we should break up the cobblestone and gravel a little bit. And that is not what I wanted to do. Because, yeah, if we don't, it might just make the path look messy and not, like, worn. It's good enough so far. Oh god, that's not good. That'd be a bit too much worn if you asked me, if there's cubic meters of broken stone sticking up in some places. Let's make more gravel there, and maybe a little bit of gravel there, and gravel there. That's stone. Gravel there, cobblestone here, there, and there, and gravel in these spots. Can't really get much more random than this. Except for that, that's too random. Okay, gravel there, and cobblestone there. I feel like there should be some cobblestone potentially there. And let's just kind of fill up the rest for now and see if we like it. Because I feel like it gets the idea across that I think there needs to be like two, not a piece of gravel there. Maybe just there and then there. Okay, I would say it's good enough for now. Maybe some cobblestone there. Okay, now what? Oh, let's fill in the rest of the, like, gaps where the dirt is, and then let's make a path going into the actual buildings. I think all of this will be stone. Let's reclaim that torch. And actually, let's get rid of that cobblestone. And for this, I think that... Oh. Okay. Oh, good, let's do stuff fast. Let's just kind of make it look like the gravel path kind of just fades in. Or, like, have it break up into more, like, even more gravel. Then just have it kind of fade into the, like, barn itself. Not barn, stables. Like, still have a little bit of stone here and there. Not sure what I want to do with that. And there's those bits. I might have to go get a silk touch to, like, actually make that part work. Let's try making that and then have that be grass also, even though I don't think anything will grow to it. Oh shoot, we got to light stuff up. Okay, I'm satisfied with this path, so I am going to make this path over this way, And then we will add a few more details. I think I might actually transfer over all of the horses to over here first, because that is going to take a while and might be a little bit annoying. So yeah, I am going to do all that stuff, and I will be back to add a detail after that. Okay, I moved all the horses, and I actually didn't end up making this path because the more I thought about it, the more it would have made sense to have it be different than this one, because I more or less am planning on having the archway to the next courtyard to be about here, and that wouldn't really line up all that well with that, and it would just kind of be a mess of paths if I didn't do anything different. So, what I'm thinking of doing instead of just having the path go wherever it needs to go would be to make like a fountain or some type of, I don't know, what am I even trying to, at least a fountain, maybe some other stuff around it. And I didn't want the fountain to be perfectly centered on that doorway and where I am probably going to make the other archway. It kind of depends on a lot of other stuff. So I'm thinking I will center a fountain. Well, that I don't really like that much either. Because it's a little bit close to that. So, close my eyes, spin around. Let's put a fountain there. Yeah, I think that should be good enough. It's like in a wide-ish open area, and then the path will just connect to it. It will be a circular path around it. It will loop off to all the different directions. Okay. Now, how large of a fountain do I want? Let's try 3 out from each side. Well, yeah, I think that's the way to explain that. Then 2 like that. Actually, yeah, let's do 5 wide edges and then connected by 1 block. I think that looks better. And let's delete this. Well, not delete, Let's mine that, or break it, or whatever you actually want to say. It really does not matter. Okay, now, let's dig all of this stuff away. And I'll have to jump down there to put stone where all the stone will have to go. No big deal, though. I'm thinking 1 deep should be plenty good, so I guess we could probably just go up there right now. Well, let's add all of the blocks below the... Oh, gird. Oh, I didn't even break all of them. Wow. What am I doing? Okay, yeah, let's just get back up there with a convenient dirt pillar. Yeah, not even close. Okay, and this should work just fine. Okay. Okay, and aside from this fountain, I've been doing a little bit of thinking about, other, details / decorations I want inside the courtyard, and I really could not think of all that many. One of them, I'm trapped in the... okay, 1 second, I have to take a phone call. Okay, yeah, sorry about that, but, yep. Actually, I think that probably messed up the timer I had going on my phone. Actually, it's still going. I'll just take off 2 minutes or so from it. Anyway, let's get back to the fountain. That's what this type of thing is called. 1, 2, 3, 4. It could actually probably be even larger than the one in that courtyard, because, I mean, it it's larger. That's one reason why it would be able to be larger. So I am going to try something. I have no idea if this will look remotely good. So yeah, we shall see. And that goes up like 2 blocks. Oh, there that fell. Dirt. Let's try something like this. Do I even... Okay, good. I do have a water bucket. Okay, then let's go 3 blocks up from there. Moment of truth. Does it look presentable? I feel like it needs a... I don't know. Because I don't like that flat edge, like, at all. So I think, yeah, I think that actually, like, pulls the entire thing all together. I wonder, would it look better if I just, like, made the pillar of stone going up to it? And let's actually try this. Because I feel like it doesn't really line up correctly. Okay. Just looking at this, I feel like these should be 1 taller. I guess I could technically do that. Let's see if it doesn't break it. Yeah. Okay. But what I was saying before I kind of interrupted myself was I wonder if it would look better if instead of stairs that make the, like, glitchy water look, if it was just like a pillar of stone going all the way up to where they are, which now would be 1 block above where they are currently. So let's swim down here. Ooh, actually it might be kind of cool to have secret, like, fun secret stuff down there. So let's break those 2 blocks. I already added on to those, so let's maybe... Oh god, that's not a stair. Well, that is a stair, which isn't right. Oh my god, this is terrible. You guys have no idea. Oh gosh, shoot, now it's all messed up. And that's when we just give up, and yeah. Oh god, the water. Okay, now. This is what I was trying to do. Then I will also have to add on 1 block to the top of it all. Use some dirt. Oh, good. And water. And jump. Yeah, I think that's a presentable fountain. I like it. Okay. Now, the path would be 3 blocks out. Give or take 1, 2, 3. Then let's make it go like that. And then we have to connect it. Which... let's put a block there. Oh, good, no. Actually, I guess that would be a block there. Because, border. Okay, the episode's give or take 30 minutes now, depending on how long the phone call actually was, because I don't even know. Yeah, and I'm not, like, I want to add a lot more detail to everything that there, like, a lot more than there is right now. I'm just not sure what to add. One of the ideas I had was to make, like, a pool. Like, go from here, go out, give or take 3 blocks or 4, depending on how you look at it. So, like, so this would all be water. That's one of the ideas I had, to kind of add something more to this building. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, it might make more sense to go out to, like, there. But that's one of the ideas. I'm also thinking I should probably add a bunch of trees everywhere, because trees are good. But I probably will not be able to fit a tree there, so what I might do for that is just, like, put leaves along it to make, like, a bush. No idea what to really do with this part. Yeah. And if I make a pool on the other side, I might make another pool over here. But if any of you guys have any ideas of what I could add as far as details or like just stuff in general for this courtyard, I would be glad to hear them or read them because typing, yeah, whatever. Anyway, I think that's all for this episode. I will probably end up making the path from there to here to there to somewhere around there. Actually, I might not make that path. I might start it but not connect it to anywhere because it depends on what I actually make in that courtyard, and that would affect where the actual like doorway, archway, whatever you want to call it, would be. But yeah, that's basically all I have for today. And again, I hope you all enjoyed the episode. If you did, feel free to leave a like. And I will see you guys next episode. Bye.